Okay boys, so we're going to go through two more examples. These are a little bit trickier. So this one here, if we look first through it, there's no common factor. It's always the thing you check first. No common factor in all four terms. So with the four terms, we're doing our grouping by pairs. So there's your first pair, and here's your second pair. Our first pair is easy enough. We're just taking out the common factor, which is F, and writing down what's left in the bracket, G minus H. Now when you get to this second one, a lot of mistakes are made here. Okay, now I told you, remember, that you know you've got to get the same bracket. So if it's a bit tricky like this one, it's worthwhile just writing down those two brackets that you know have to be the same. So now let's have a think about it. If we are going to have a G minus H here, you've got to think, well, what have I got to take out of the minus 10G to have a G here? It would be minus 10 that you're taking out. Now we'll just check that actually works okay. So if I expand this, I'm going to get minus 10 times G is minus 10G. Minus 10 times minus H gives you positive 10H. So it works okay. All right, a lot of people get a bit mixed up whether they're taking out a positive or negative when the signs are not just both pluses. So always remember that bracket has to be the same. So if something happens and you're looking at your bracket going, well, it looks close to the other one, but the signs are wrong, then you probably took the wrong sign out here. Okay, so you just cross the line out, this time take out the other sign and you'll have your brackets the same then. Okay, so for the last line, we're going to look at our two terms. There they are. And we're taking out our common bracket, G minus H, and we're writing down what's left, F minus 10. And that's your answer. Now the next one looks very complicated. It's not as complicated as it looks. Remember what I've told you before. If you've been given brackets in a question that says factorise, do not expand. If you look at this and start expanding it, you're going to have a heap of terms and you won't know where to start. The brackets are always there to help you in a factorised question. Okay, so we're not going to get rid of those brackets. We want them there. So if you look at what we've got, we look at all four terms, right? So we've got one term here. Here's your second term. Here's your third term. Here's your fourth term. Now, here's your first pair of terms, the first and the second term. If we look at what's common there, the bracket's common. So we're going to take out the x plus 1 and we're going to write down what's left, a plus y in the second bracket. If we look at the other pair of terms, we've only got these ones here. Remember that bracket has to be the same, so you know you've got to have an a plus y there. So what do you have to take out for that to be an a? It would be minus k. And if you check it, it works. Minus k times a is minus ka. Minus k times positive y is minus ky. So it's all working fine. Now the last line, don't get confused, we've only got two terms here. 1, 2. We're taking out what's common in those two terms, which is that common bracket. So we're taking out the a plus y. As I said, we write down everything left in here, and that's what we're doing. So we're going to write in here x plus 1 minus k. So it all goes in that one bracket. Okay, so I think that's enough examples on it. So I'm going to put some work for you to do on Compass, and you can practice these questions. There's not a lot in the textbook on it, but I've done a few of different kinds, so I think you've got enough practice there in the examples to be able to get through the work on Compass. Okay, good luck with your study.